I always get nervous. Like, I've been doing this for a while. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. And I always get nervous recording videos that are a little bit more vulnerable. Videos where it's more opinion related. And this one's a little bit easier because it's really just me taking shots at myself. Which is definitely easier to do because I know I can take it. But usually I can hide behind charts. I can hide behind data. I can hide behind factual information that I put together so that way you can make the best decision when it comes to spending your collection dollars. I'm not doing that with this video. That's not what this video is about. A few days ago now, I recorded a video where I talked about some frustrations that I had with the allocation process and a lot of product being allocated to sports card stores. And I didn't go back and I never go back and watch my videos. One, I don't know how you guys do it because I can't listen to my voice. Number two, it's just, I don't know. Like I put it out there. I know what I'm saying. Like sometimes I don't get across the point properly, like the way that I want to, but also time is a big thing. I'm a huge believer that you can't get more time. Time is the most valuable asset you have. Which is why I make jokes all the time about how I'm not good at this. I don't edit well. My studio, which you're actually going to see, is a mess, like all the time, and it's very unprofessional. But that's because I just don't have the time or make the time. I don't make the time to fix it, but I need to do a lot better in some areas, and that's what this video is about. But before we jump into that, we have to give away something. And that something is this Journey Together Master Set. So we do this every single new set release for the English side of things. We've only done one for Japanese, and that is the only one that we will do for Japanese, which was Terrestrial Festival, and I wanted to do it just to get a feel for what Prismatic Evolutions would be like, and it was daunting, and it was difficult, but we made it through. Journey Together was much easier, which is fantastic. We will still do one for Destined Rivals, even though I'm not going to open up Destined Rivals. We will still do a Master Set that we give away, so that'll be, next month, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Check out the videos for updates and things like that. But this is a Journey Together Master Set. The custom binder was done by the Unlucky Collector on Instagram. You can find them at the Unlucky Collector, but it's got everything in it, everything that you can pull from a booster pack. A lot of people do promos and stuff like that in their master sets. I just do stuff that you can pull from a booster pack. So it's got all the illustration rares, all the special illustration rares, all the full arts, all the regular arts, hollows, reverse hollows, commons, uncommons, all that stuff. It's all in there. And we're going to give it to one person right now. And that one person is Wolfpax3. I think that's what it is. Wolfpax3. I have pinned your comment on the original video, so I just need you to reach out to me. Congratulations. You have won, dude. That's so exciting. I just need you to reach out to me. You can email me at DannyPhantomContent@gmail.com. You can message me on Instagram at DannyPhantom or Danny.Phantom, or on Twitter, Danny__. I would recommend the email because a lot of stuff, messages, I'm way behind. They get lost, and I do apologize if you've reached out to me and I haven't gotten back to you yet. I try and go through like 50 of them every single night when I get a few minutes, and I try and get back to as many people as I can. But congratulations, Wolfpax3. You are the winner. I do have something really, really cool coming in that we're going to give away. So the giveaways aren't done, but we have a little bit of a break here. And it is going to take me a little bit longer to do the Destined Rivals Master Set. It's going to take me probably a little bit longer because I'm not opening that stuff on my own. So like whatever deal we work out with people in the Discord where I have you record, and then whatever, like we're going to have to figure out a way to get the Master Set because it's going to be just basically buying stuff. So it's going to take me a little while, but I've got something to hold this over a little bit, which I'm really, really excited about. So hopefully that'll be next Friday, but I guarantee you guys are going to like it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. And then as we inch closer and closer, I mean, we have done, like, you guys are absolutely amazing. So like when I say I love you guys are awesome. And that's why I get so passionate about all this stuff. Because when I talk about allocations and not getting enough, and I might come across as a little bit insensitive or out of touch, because we do get a decent amount. We've been doing this for a long time. We've worked really, really hard to get to the point where we're at with distribution. There's a lot of stores who don't get anywhere near what we get, and there's a lot of stores who have also worked really hard for a long time and still haven't built it up yet and still trying to figure out their way and things like that. And they're only getting, a handful of SPCs or single-digit SPCs. And like when I was scrolling through X the other day and seeing a couple stores, one store in specific was Phantom. I think it was Phantom Sports Cards, so very similar to Phantom, but Phantom. and they were only getting a couple. And like I see that, and it just like I'm like that puts things in perspective a little bit better. It's like why am I complaining about not getting enough? But the reason I am is because I look in my Discord and I value you guys more than I'll ever be able to convey. Like this isn't an act. This is like I am being like 100% sincere and vulnerable all the time. But like when I see people in the Discord when we do a drop and somebody doesn't figure out, you know, a password or something that we utilized and put in place to beat the bots, and I just want to be like, oh, it's right here. Here, let me just type it. But then I'm not being fair to everybody else. I want to be completely fair to everybody who supports me. So I don't want to give advantages at all. And I'm just sitting there like, oh man, and I'm watching people like frustrated, really upset, and I value those people, all you guys, as like my friends. Even if you don't share that sentiment, like I still value that you guys are here because you appreciate me and I appreciate you. And when you see your friends not able to get what they want, like it does hurt a little bit. Like at least that's how I feel. Like I know there'll be other opportunities and things like that, but in that moment, it's not fun. So when I sit there and I like the other video when I was sitting back and I was reflecting, I believe self-reflection is super important. And you don't have to. Like this is just how like I've gone through a lot of stuff that we've talked about in previous videos that we're not going to talk about in today's video. But when I sit there and I look at like things that I said, and then I start analyzing things and reanalyzing things, and like I had talked about in the Possum Bud video, and even though I knew it didn't necessarily relate to me, like it's still good to reflect and be like, well, how can I do better? How can this pertain to me? And as I was sitting there, and I said multiple times in the last video that I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm really not. Like I have nothing but respect for every store owner, regardless of whether you're charging market price. I like honestly, I do care about you guys getting cards at decent prices and finding stuff at MSRP. And it might seem like I'm white knighting in certain situations, but I also like being a store owner. I also understand where other stores are coming from. That they need to do what's best for their business. And if there is nothing at distribution, that means that they're relying on the secondary market a lot to try and find stuff to fill their shelves. And if you go into a store multiple times and you see nothing on the shelves, you are not coming back. If you go into the store multiple times and you see stuff that is super, super expensive, you are not coming back. So it's a lose-lose situation right now for a lot of brick and mortar stores. So I also can understand why they're doing things the way they're doing them. And that's why I will never throw shade at any of those stores, because I do respect what they are doing, and I don't want it to come across that way. So when I'm sitting here and talking about things, like I honestly, as I'm reflecting, I need to just stop sucking and do better. Like that's what it all boils down to. Like in my mind, you get 5 minutes. Like something happens, you get frustrated, you get upset, you get 5 minutes. You take 5 minutes, you react to it how you want to react to it, and then you move on. Like you give yourself 5 minutes to get everything off your chest, and then you move on and you do better. And I've talked about this before. I've talked about this many times before. Like I have been in the same situation as many new stores, where I was a new store. Like I remember starting out with releases of Steam Siege, with releases of the back half of XY, which was not great, or Sun and Moon, XY, which was not great. Like Steam Siege was not a great set, was not a great set release. Even Evolutions, like there's a lot of thought that Evolutions, when it released, it was not a banger. Nobody wanted to open it. In fact, people were sick of opening it real quick because it didn't, like it was decent pull rates, also a smaller set, also did not have any competitive connotations associated with it at all. And it was everywhere. It was in every collection box. It was in every tin, everything that you could possibly open. There were people who were basically trying to sell Evolutions packs for like $2 a piece. Like they were taking losses on booster boxes on packs because it wasn't something people enjoyed. So when you're sitting there, and even like Sun and Moon base, I remember selling booster boxes for $87, $88. Like we would sell cases at the time for $480, like $500 shipped, just to break even. Like you would try to break even on a set, so that way if something came out, in the off chance that something came out that was actually going to be successful, which rarely happened with Pokemon at the time, you would be able to get a little bit more, and you would work on your allocations and things like that. So every once in a while there would be a collection box where the packs inside didn't matter, but the promo card was big in the competitive market. So then you could break that pack open, and you could, or that box open, you could get something like, I remember the Lucario GX box, I think is what it was. Like Lucario was something that was potentially good that people wanted. So you could order a decent amount, you could break them open, you could sell the singles because that's all the competitive players wanted, and then you would have packs that you could maybe move in some fashion. Even if you sold them for a couple dollars, you could at least make a few dollars on each collection box. And I remember going through all of that and working through my brain how to turn a profit at all in an industry where there was no profit to be made, which is what card stores were. And that's why a lot of card stores got away from Pokemon. They started focusing on Yu-Gi-Oh!, on Magic the Gathering, on other card games, tabletop games, things like that, and they weren't ordering Pokemon as much because it lost them money. Even if they were putting it up in the store and they were charging, $100 for a booster box, or $110 for a booster box, or $120 for a booster box, whatever the case may be, it would move so slowly or wouldn't move at all that then it was just taking up shelf space, and people were going into the stores and they were doing other things, maybe playing D&D or maybe playing another tabletop game of some sort, and that's where they needed to focus their spending, because you were losing money on invoices when it came to Pokemon. And it was very frustrating. And then the pandemic rolled around and a lot of storefronts were starting to get upset because they weren't getting any Champions Path, but because they didn't order for a long time. And I've been I've been there. Like that, I remember doing all that and going through, like we've talked about this before too, going through what you have to do, thinking out of the box, coming up with creative ways. And this is, any business owner is going to have to tackle things this way. Like they're going to have to tackle their business this way. They're going to have to figure out creative ways during down markets in order to be successful. And I remember buying, like we were buying bulk for a long time. And I'm talking about like millions of cards on a monthly basis down the road. That's what we ended up getting to. But buying I don't know, like 10,000 at the beginning and just sorting through literally every card, and any card that I could find in there that was worth a quarter, like, or more, pulling that out and then selling it on TCG Player or selling it on the website or at an event, at a regional event that we were vending or something like that, and just rinsing and repeating with small profits over and over again, where your margins were so small, or they were actually decent, but because the card value was so small, like if you're paying 6 cents at the time, 6-7 cents for a bulk common and uncommon, and you pull it out and it's worth 50 cents, like that percentage wise is a super strong margin. But when you factor in that it's only 40 cents of profit, like that's not great. Like that's not, you got a lot, like 100 of those will give you $4. Like that's a lot of bulk to sort through. And then you flip the bulk or you make it in lots. I remember sitting at my kitchen table every single night selling bulk lots on eBay or Amazon, and I would just make piles. Like I would just have 10 by 10 rows of cards, making 100 lots at a time. Counting out to 50 cards would be one lot, or counting out to 100 cards would be another lot, and then picking random GXs or ultra rares to put on top, and then cutting out, at the time I was so cheap I didn't even buy team bags because there was no margin. So using either newspaper or using just scraps of paper and making, like, wrapping them up as little presents and then shipping those, like that's what you did, and it was terrible, but that's what needed to be done. And as I was sitting back, this is so long-winded, and I do apologize, like this is basically what this video is. As I look back and I sat there and I looked at myself in the mirror, which I think is really important, and I'm analyzing this video that I just recorded. It was kind of whiny, and I don't want to be that way. And it was kind of whiny because I just need to do better. And that's really what it boils down to. I need to do better. Like, I'm not getting the amount of product that I want to get, but nobody is. And that's important to realize. I need to realize that I'm still getting more than a lot of other people. I'm still getting more than a lot of other stores. If a store is only getting 2 SPCs, what are they supposed to do? Like, what do you do? Do you just pick and choose your favorite 2 customers, the 2 customers who have spent the most money with you over the past year? And you're just like, hey, I can offer you this at, $150, which is well below market, but a little bit above MSRP, like $150 shipped. I'm only getting 2 of them. Like, what are you supposed to do? There's no product at distro to order. Like, I placed an order yesterday of a restock, and I'm getting like one case of Build and Battle Stadiums from Paradox Rift, and I'm getting like 1 case of Miraidon EX League Battle Decks, and I'm getting like 4 Surging Sparks booster bundles. Like, it's all minuscule stuff, like stuff that you, like, how do you even put it up on the website? Because it's going to sell out like that, and then you're not even going to have anything left to put up. Like, it's tough out there for everybody, not just for me. And I don't want to come across the way that, and I don't think anybody really, like, most people didn't take it that way. And like 99, like, you guys are absolutely amazing. Like, you guys are so nice. And like, I appreciate you guys so much. But I will beat myself up. I will say, hey, Phanny, like, dude, stop whining. Just do better. Like, you can do better. And part of that is like, we do have stuff. Like, it's not like we don't have anything. Like, I can put stuff up. I can start focusing on, singles. Like, we bought a lot of singles. We have some sealed product. And like me sitting there being like, well, I don't want to put only like 1 or 2 boxes up on the website. Well, why? Why not? Like, why don't you want to do that? Why you only have a few ETBs in stock? Okay, like, put them up. Don't wait to get, 50 more. Like, just put them up. Like, why don't you do that? So that is what I really need to start doing. So I'm going to just kind of talk to you about, like, this is our storefront. Like, I don't talk about our storefronts too much. Usually I try and keep the YouTube channel separate from storefronts. But this is our Japanese website right here. So my wonderful business partner, he handles all of the Japanese product right here. So we've got Battle Partners boxes. We got tons of booster boxes, but it's more than that. Like, he does a good job of keeping this website much better updated than what I've got. We've got plush in here. There's blind boxes. He started adding graded slabs. So you've got some of them are sold out already, but you've got different slabs that are on here of Japanese cards. He started adding singles. So there's a bunch of singles in here as well, which is nice. And then he's got blind boxes over here. There's play mats and sleeves and deck boxes that come from the Pokemon Center in Japan. So they're official from official Pokemon merchandise. And you've got even the plush. Like, there's a ton of plush on here. You've got Fits, you've got Puppet plush, you've got All-Star Collection, Soda plush, like everything in here. And they've all come with the official Japanese tags and everything like that. It's a really cool thing. He does a great job of keeping it updated. So that's KurosioShop.com. But then we have the English side of things. And this is where I need to do better. Not only is the website probably not organized, like this banner is probably not as great as it should be. It should be a little bit smaller and more concise, so that way this flows better. Sealed product was basically nothing. I did add some stuff, so now we've got some sealed product on the website, and I've got more that I need to start adding. So like the Marnie, like booster packs, like I've got some booster packs I can put up. Usually I'll save booster packs for like pack breaks and things like that we do every Wednesday. But we've got enough that I could list more, and I try and list some every day and then pack those up and get them out. But there's other stuff that I can list. We've got that in there. And then we've got a bunch of singles and even older singles. Like these XY sets is pretty much as old as it gets. I've got older stuff that I can start putting up. I made this section right here of competitive Pokemon cards that I can start adding to. And I've got a ton of, I love competitive Pokemon. So why don't I start selling, like we talk about it on the channel, why don't I start selling competitive cards? And I can put like Gardevoirs and Dragapult EXs and all these deck cards up here, so that way you have them all in one spot. If you want to learn the game, there's battle decks here, which are relatively inexpensive, and yeah, they're not great as far as like resale value down the road, but I mean, if you want to learn to play the game, like this is something that you can utilize. And why wasn't I doing that? Why wasn't I doing stuff like that? I mean, I've put graded cards up there, which might be a little bit out of date, but there's things that I can do to do better. So this is the Card Coliseum. And I'm going to take you around. Like when I talk about doing better, there's a lot that I can do that is better. But when I sit there and I talk to you about time being your most important asset, money's great, but it means nothing without time. Like time is that sounds super cliche. But this is something that I learned when I was laying in the hospital for months, is that I was working too much and I needed to start devoting time better to the things that were most important. Not just things that are important, but things that are most important. Because time you can't get back. I can always make more money, but I cannot never make more time. So doing what I can to maximize time is really important. I haven't made the time to do a good job. Like, well, why am I sitting here making time to complain, but I'm not sitting here making time to add more singles to the website or add more sealed items? So I'm going to walk you around, and you can see when I talk about how bad I am at this, just wait. Like, this is going to be fun. All right. So this is me in my most vulnerable setting. Like, this is tough because I am embarrassed about how this all looks. Like, it's not professional at all, but we're just going to walk you around. You can see what I'm talking about. I get a lot of questions about this back here. This is all like open stuff. We either used them for breaks. I'm sorry if it's shaking. We use them for breaks, or I broke something open for fanny packs, or like Hidden Legends up here. Hidden Legends we broke for our 100K giveaway. Like we gave that away. These are all opened. Like all of them. All the vintage boxes are all opened. The only thing that's not opened is like the Shining Legends pin collection that you see down there. The Lost Thunder ETB, that's not opened. This fire red version that is opened, but it's complete. So that's pretty cool. Over here, I keep most of the stuff in storage, but we do have like some booster boxes that I'll pull stuff out of storage and I'll list some stuff on the website. So there's some of it over here. But usually when I get down to like a few boxes left, I usually don't put them up, and I need to do better at doing that. But this is where the magic happens right here. So this is just literally a folding table. You can see there's OBS over there up on this screen, and then my other desktop. These are literally sitting on empty 3-row boxes. And then this is where I stream. Look at this camera. So we've got, like, I have a good camera. I do have a good camera. I just never use it because I don't know how. So I've got this, like, I don't even know, like, I've got this, like, this is just black duct tape. Like, you can just see this is just a roll of black duct tape right here that this is chilling on, and then this goes down, and, like, this is terrible. And it's just a folding table. I actually did clean. I did clean in order to get this video recorded, but it just, like, it's a folding table that I've got. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Like, this is how it looks. Like, this is me being completely transparent. I've got this box right here. This is all stuff right here that needs to be added to the website. So, I mean, this is all stuff that's been sorted through, condition graded. It's ready to be put up. So we've got, it's just different stuff like special illustrationers, full arts. I usually don't put a whole lot of, like, bulkier stuff on the website. I need to start working on that as well. But these are singles that I'm just like, why aren't I putting that up? Like, that would be smart to put up. Over here, like I said, we've got booster boxes over here. For the most part, there's still some older stuff in here, not much, like these 2-pack blisters from Darkness Ablaze that had like a Darkness Ablaze and Sword and Shield. Like, maybe I don't know, when I do Phanny packs next, I'll crack those open. This is a Fossil Master set that I need to put together. I've got binders all over the place that need to be gone through. Like, when I talk about gone through, like this is a stack of binders right here that still needs to be sorted. And they're not all like bangers. Like, not everything, like if you open it up, like there's cards in here that need to be taken out and condition graded, but it all has to go through like a process. Like, it has to be pulled out, it has to be condition graded, and then it can go in that box. And some binders are really good, but then some binders aren't as good. This one's really good. I should go through this one sooner rather than later. But that one's like, that all needs to be done. That all needs to be taken care of. Behind me here is just a bunch of random product that usually gets taken to events. Now, we haven't done any events. Like, hopefully we'll do the Milwaukee regional event, but that's all this stuff over here. Like, just a couple ETBs of certain sets and a couple of random collection boxes that it's not going to crack, or anything like that. This over here is just a big pile of jumbos right here. This up here is just all like bulk. Like, it could be bulk ultra rares, it could be bulk ancillary cards, it could be older trainers, a ton of stuff that needs to be gone through. And then you've got a bunch of accessories. There's just bulk all over the place. Just this down here is all like random. This is what I was talking about before. So, like, I don't typically buy sealed stuff, but when I do, it kind of just goes and sits here. Like, it just sits here because I'm like, well, why would I put up one Silver Tempest Elite Trainer box? Like, that's just one Silver Tempest Elite Trainer box. That, like, if that sells out, it's going to be a minute, but then who cares? Like, that's what I need to get better at. And that's that vulnerability that I was talking about before. And then just random stuff over here, including even like Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. For a while, we were carrying Yu-Gi-Oh on the website. It never sold. So all these Yu-Gi-Oh boxes are just chilling here. But all that stuff is stuff that it's like, I should, look at these lights. I should do a better job of organizing all that. And then in the other room, I've got like stuff that needs to get like broken down. And we take the packs out of it. And it's also the area where my kids play, like, is over there. So you can see like Elite Trainer boxes. Like, I did add some of that stuff to the website recently. And then over there is like booster packs and Adora the Explorer house and a bunch of Little People stuff and Spidey and his Amazing Friends stuff. You can't really see it too well over there, but that's what's over there. And then booster packs, like a lot of booster packs that need to be added, and that's basically where I'm at. It's just, I mean, this is just a basement. Like, I used to house everything in my basement. Like, that's where I would ship everything. Then when we got bigger and we started getting a lot more product in, that's when I started renting storage units. And this is like the point behind that is when there is work around, you feel compelled to do the work. And that's the problem that I kept running into. So if there's a ton of booster boxes or ETBs or things like that, things that I'm like, okay, well, I'll put more up. I have more time to ship. like when I do stuff like that, that takes more time. And then that takes me away. Then I'm working into like the evening hours, which I don't want to do because I want that time to be my family time where I hang out with my wife, play with my kids. And like my kids are still young, like they're really young. I want to do fun stuff with them. Like I'm cool playing Barbies, not really, but like whatever they want to do, if they want to play hide and seek or something like that, like that's what I want to do between the hours of, 6 and 8:30 or 9 when they go to bed. And then I can do some stuff after that. But I want that time to be family time. And when I was housing everything here, like you see other online stores that might have like all of their inventory in house. Like when I was doing that, then I was just working round the clock. And I already work enough the way it is. But I needed to get everything out. So now I'll just keep some stuff and then I'll go to a storage. Like there's a few different storage units that I'll go to maybe once a week. I'll go and just pick up stuff that I'm like, okay, this is what I'll sell this week. This is what I'll put up on the website. But it's finding those items and putting those up. Like that's what I'm running into, and I need to do better at that. And that's what I'm talking about when I sit there and I talk about how I need to stop whining and I just need to do better. Like I'm sitting there telling people I've been there before. This is what you have to do. It's a grind. Why am I not taking my own advice? Type thing. Like I need to do that better because you guys deserve better. You guys deserve more. I can't promise you that I'm ever going to get better at this YouTube thing. Like I really don't think I'm going to. I have wanted to before. I have talked to people before about maybe editing. I don't record fast enough. I don't record early enough. I'm not great at that. I'm just going to be me and I'm just going to be completely transparent and 100% honest with you guys. And I hope you can respect that. And when this ends, it ends. Like I've talked about that before. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. But this channel is just as much yours as it is mine. And when we talk about giving away, like when I started this, all I wanted to do was make enough money to pay for health insurance for myself and my family. And we've done that. And that's what we do. And then we give away whatever else is on top of that. And as the YouTube channel grows, because you guys have done such an amazing job, we just give away more. So like giving away a master set of Prismatic and giving away a Terrestrial Festival master set and doing like a huge giveaway for 200K isn't going to be a big deal to me because in my mind, this isn't just mine. Like this is yours also. And that's what it's all about. But like when I don't know, I'll wrap this up. I was whining when I recorded that video. I don't want to come across that way. Maybe you didn't think I was whining, but I think I was. And I'm not trying to white knight. I'm not trying to do anything like that. But I do care when my friends don't get stuff. I really do. And I know there's people who are like, I really don't care about those people who are like, whatever. Some people are going to disagree and hate, like, who cares? Like, whatever. I do care when some people don't get stuff because they work or because they have outside circumstances that impact. You can't sit on Discord waiting for a drop. You can't sit on YouTube all day waiting for a drop. Like, it's tough. And then when that happens, I feel bad. And I'm like, well, if I had enough product, I could do, like I don't want to, I just need to do better. I don't know what that better is, but I have to figure it out. That's my job. That's my job, is to figure that out. So I got to figure it out. I got to list more. I got to take more time, make more time to do the stuff that's important to grow the business and take it to the next level and then earn more allocations. Or like if I'm sitting here whining about not getting enough product, like this boom will end. But who's to say another one won't come? So why don't I do better? That's the key. Why don't I do better and get better allocations down the road? So that's basically where my mind is at now. And I'm sorry if I came across as unappreciative. I don't think anybody ever really said that. I'm saying that. So don't like think that somebody said something. Like nobody said anything. Like you guys are amazing. I think that. Yeah, you guys deserve the best. Like that, I just gotta do better. But I love you guys. I hope you enjoy the content. If you did, hit that subscribe button down below. If you don't, like that's fine. I understand. I'm not gonna be for everybody, and that's okay. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again on Sunday with another video. Until next time, peace.